Good evening, everybody. We are here an hour later than usual, and I do have to do my little shout out for my little fox earrings for Tracy. That I just got these in the mail today, and I like them. They're cute.
I saw a close up of them, and they are really pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
They're
Tracy,
very.
if you find butterflies, let me know, please.
She has everything. Are you kidding? All her life, she's got all kinds of stuff, but tonight's show and it will be something that we all kind of need at this time with
Oh,
COVID
yes.
running rampant. So we're going to be talking about wisdom healing and qigong. So it will be a wonderful show. And
1 minute until showtime.
as soon
There
as
are
that,
there yeah. There are
I will
so
play
many
it.
different good. There are so many different forms of healing out there that none of them are wrong. We just got to keep using them because this people and this planet need so much healing. It's like,
You're not
come on,
kidding.
people. Mm-mm.
You're not kidding.
I do, John.
Yeah. And it's like a global thing too. So you're going to
Yeah.
learn all about Master Mingtong Gu, Mingtong Gu, and we have 30 seconds. And I'm kind of reserving my voice a little. Like I seem to be losing my voice. I don't know why. I apologize.
So does that mean you want me to talk more?
Maybe, maybe.
Normally she tries to keep me quiet. Hey Jojo, hey Debbie.
Hi,
Um,
everybody. I can't see you yet.
yeah,
I can't see any comments yet.
go to the
Your show
comment
will go
section.
live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
Good evening, everybody. I am Gina B, and the place to be is here with me and Mama D every Thursday evening, usually from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the Fox Den. But tonight it's a special show because we are only with our guest for an hour. Who is our guest? I'll show you.
Master Mingtong Gu is the man who brought a profound 5,000-year-old
form of Chinese healing to the West in the form of wisdom healing Qigong, and is bringing it forward as a vital practice in the time of COVID-19. As a child growing up in China during the Cultural Revolution, Master Mingtong endured hunger, poverty, and a long separation from his birth family. Despite these incredible hardships, he became the first in his village to attend college, earning a bachelor's degree in mathematics, followed by 2 master's degrees, including an MFA from Ohio State University. As a graduate student in art, Master Mingtong discovered the treasures of his own culture through the spiritual iconography of Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, and practicing yoga, tantric Buddhism, and Qigong. In 1997, Master Mingtong returned to China for Qigong training under Grandmaster Dr. Peng Ming, a Qigong Grandmaster trained in Western medicine and in traditional Chinese medicine, and the founder of the world's largest Qigong hospital. During his training, Master Mingtong observed thousands of cases of chronic and incurable diseases being healed at this medicine-less Qigong hospital, which treated 200,000 plus patients with more than 185 different illnesses, with a 95% effective improvement rate. Could this medicine-less Qigong facility be duplicated in the West? Sold on its benefits, Master Mingtong dedicates his life to advancing the practice and a place to teach in the United States. Hence, the Chi Center, just outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico, was founded to bring wisdom healing Qigong to thousands of people in the United States, China, and Europe through his retreats, workshops, books, and online educational programs. But today, he's here to tell us how wisdom healing Qigong can help you resist the COVID-19 virus, decrease your stress, feel more connected in a time of isolation, and even heal faster if you've been stricken by the virus.
And here he is. Welcome to the show. Oh, I gotta unmute you.
Surprise introduction. Thank you, Gina Mama. You did it. Wow, that's what a surprise.
Thank you so
You shocked me first.
much. We try.
Yay.
I'm not, a complete total professional. I'm new at making the videos, but I'm doing my best. I do my best. That's all. But so since we only have an hour, we have a ton of questions to ask you. So I'm just going to start with this. What inspired you to become a wisdom healing Qigong master? And could you please tell us your story?
Yeah, I'll make it short, deeply. And I was born in China and grew up in China. Then I came to US when I was 23 years old, studied mathematics and the fine arts. But realizing some point, oh, I'm not happy. I wasn't happy. It was like, what's wrong with me? I wasn't happy. What can make myself happy? So I tried everything possible and really couldn't, fulfill my desire, longing for happiness. And then I switched to fine arts, really allows myself to be totally free as artist, was like really crazy and creative and such an adventure. I was like, at a time, like I feel really happy, exciting, very high, but then suddenly, boom, dropped low again. Feel almost like depression, And so like something's missing. So when I discover wisdom healing Qigong, realizing, oh, the true happiness is not something I was looking for, expecting. It's really the deeper feeling in my heart and I have to discover inwardly. So, but by connecting this form of Qigong, or realizing there's a much more profound benefit, really expanding from practical to spiritual. And so that really hooked me up. So it's not like, okay, I had my own disease, asthma, sclerosis, took me 2 years to totally recover here from this incurable condition. And that was, incredibly important, incredibly life transforming. But realizing the spiritual benefit, the spiritual awakening process, truly realizing the essence of what wisdom healing Qigong is to continuously fulfilling our potential, including, the hidden potential, including our healing ability. So that's continuously exciting me. So now I've been very much sharing this passionately full-time in the last 20 years after finishing my master training program the year 2001, came back from China.
Awesome.
Wow.
Mama?
Yeah. Okay. What is Qi and what is Qigong?
Yeah, it's a good place to start for any new friends or even experienced practitioner of Qigong. I'm going to give you complete new answer. Okay. So when people ask me what is Qi, I ask you back what is not Qi.
It's everything.
Everything is Qi. Qi means energy.
Right.
So you can think of two aspects. This physical body is made of energy. From quantum physics, we know that. Yes. And the spiritual tradition, 1,000 years ago, people know that. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't grow up that way either, with that knowledge. So then in the space beyond the physical, phenomena, yeah, what you can touch, what you can see, this form of energy in the whole universe, it's only 4% is physical, which is also made of energy. The rest, 96%, is invisible energy. So that's the reality we existing, but yet, our perception based on 5 sensory perception, what we can see, what we can touch, what we can hear, what we can smell, so on, right? So then we ignore the rest. That's how we function. That's how we're treating our body. That's how we're treating each other. That's how we're treating life in general. So the wisdom tradition is recognizing the big picture. Yeah. Beyond what's in front of you, even beyond what is the story, what is challenging, what is impossible, what is so stressful. We're experiencing so much of that. We ignore the big picture. So Qigong is really about awakening to that big picture, awakening to the existence of subtle energy within your body, around your body, in the universe, but same time cultivating this energy, because we're living a life, including our health, is not only animated by energy, but energy is continuously transforming, co-creating life.
Right.
So we recognize as human being, we have a potential, we have a responsibility, not only connecting with energy around us, inside of us, but cultivating this energy. So this energy can function in the most optimum way in our life, including health, including spiritual growth. So that is the gong, is the practice, is the benefit. It also means the capacity, the birthright you have, you're born with it. But the way we live in life, the way we grown up, the way we're educating ourselves, the way we're approaching health, we're disconnecting from that capacity.
Right. That's so sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So now we need to recover that. Before you recover your health, you have to recover your own self first. Recover your own existence, your own wholeness, your own wisdom, your own capacity living a life. So healing is really the byproduct of that.
Exactly. Okay.
So that's what I call wisdom, healing, Qigong.
That's it. All right. So that's it.
So in your sentence, I explained everything already. Give up all the secrets.
Okay, that's it. Show's over.
Well, who can benefit from this?
Yeah, that's the important question. You know, the bottom line, honestly, everyone. So for people, especially diagnosed with all kind of issue, including incurable chronic condition, including recover, more effective from acute condition, even after treatment by the conventional medicine. Like allopathic medicine is very good to treat acute condition, but they're not good to cure or really help, chronic conditions. It's only managing symptoms. So the wisdom healing Qigong help us to address chronic issue, but also recover better from acute condition after the surgery, after all, allopathic medicine treatment. You still have to recover from these conditions. So then also it's good for prevention. And deeply, the most important piece how this work is really is about ultimately to release the contracted energy pattern in the body caused by all the stress of life. Right now, we're all experiencing extraordinary level of intensity of stress. And as every human being, we're experiencing stress from day one, very much so. Probably after the years two, we start to behave differently from, from innocence. We lose this innocence, we lose this openness, we start to contract. Then from there downward, all the way until, we die. So, but the issue is the body take on all these stress, all these contraction, all these patterns, including fearful patterns, compromising our health in general, all function of mind, body, heart, spirit. And then, one day we're diagnosed with whatever health problems, then often people are like in shock.
Right.
Yeah.
As if something happened overnight.
Right.
And I can tell you,
it's been happening for a long time.
That's right. Nothing happens overnight, my dear.
Nope.
Nothing, absolutely nothing in the universe happens overnight.
No.
So, everything, all you're experiencing right now, the function of your mind, body, heart, spirit, that's what health is. It's level of function of your mind, body, heart, spirit. Yeah.
I need this.
Degree is functional. That is representing health. It's not measured by this number of, the medical advice. It's how you're functioning in your life. And so everything you're experiencing right now is a result of your past. It's a result of a cumulative history of your life. How could it be otherwise, my dear?
Very true.
Yes, exactly. You carry all those things forward, and they just wear on you and wear on you.
Exactly.
And
The worst case is not only your body carry all the contraction, all the stress, you're not aware of it. You're disconnected from the body. That's why you become so shocked, you know. But from this disconnection, what happened is it's like you don't know what to do with it when that happens.
right.
Then
So-
you give this body to the doctor, to a therapist, to someone else, while we're giving our soul to the church. So we're like, oh, okay, I'm not responsible. I'm the victim of pandemic. I'm victim of something else. I'm victim of my trauma. I'm victim of my relationship. I'm victim of, this powerful figure in my life. Whatever. It's like you find all the justification.
Exactly. Well, it's easier to do this than this.
Yeah, so much easier pointing a finger to something else, someone else. So easy.
Exactly.
We're doing this.
So let me ask you this question from JoJo in the chat room. She says, is there a way to discern the difference of positive and negative energy so we can only absorb positive energy?
Yeah, that's a really good question. The true healing is coming from awakening to the wholeness. Awakening to the wholeness. So when I say, changing the contracted patterns, which is conditioned by life, by everything from the past, including what's happening right now in pandemic. Yeah, it's conditioning your energy inside of your heart, inside of your mind, inside of your cells, inside of your genetic function. Yeah. So by opening that energy pattern, allow the energy flow, is really allowing parts of your body, parts of yourself, aspect of yourself, which is contracted, numb, suppressed, awakening to the wholeness. So it's complete change of orientation of label, thinking of, disease is bad. This something is bad. I need to get rid of from myself, from my body. It's realizing the original energy of that disease is good. It's your life forces. But the life condition twisting the energy pattern distorted its function, even to the point of become destructive. Including the cancer cell, now we discover originally is healthy cell. But the internal environment, including the epigenetic inside the body, is causing this cancer cell, as this healthy cell became cancer cell, then eventually become destructive. So it's
kind of like the company that you keep. If you hang around with the bad people, you will go bad, right?
Hold on. So this is from relative perception. We continuously focus on black and white. Good, bad, right, wrong, should, shouldn't, then continue the battle. There's no end to this battle. No end to it. That's actually the opposite of healing. Healing is embracing everything. It's opposite of exclusiveness. Realizing the disease energy inside of you is not negative energy, it's not bad energy, it's a good energy malfunctioning right now. Same way for energy experiencing in life. Everything in the nature, everything in the society, everything in the political world. Yeah, we continue to use these labels, good and bad, continue this battle, fight, flight. No question about it. No matter what the reason behind it, then continue causing more disconnection, more conflict, more issue. So the deep healing is letting go of this label, experiencing what it is inside of you first. Then when you're able to heal this condition in the process of letting go of the label, letting go of the story, then realizing, the energy around you is functioning the same way. As much same way in your body. Your relationship. Yeah. Your idea about someone else, something else, about even, certain society, certain community, certain culture, certain group, even certain belief systems. These are all phenomena of difference. But the moment you label bad, you have enemy. Then you're going to continue entangle in this battle of protection and conflict, even violence. Then you're going to continue cause more disease in your own system as well. So, but I'm not saying just this as a concept. I'm saying this as a direct experience, the process of healing. So that's what I'm following next. How do you handle that? Yeah, is by connecting with the source energy beyond the relative energy labeled as good and bad. The pure source energy of the universe is life-giving, is nourishing, just like the light from the sun. You cannot say it's good or bad. It's the goodness of life. It's giving the, the power to all life on the planet Earth. Without the sun, there's no life on the planet Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
So we learn to connect with that power instead of judging what's around you. This is good for me, this is bad for me. When you say it's good for me, you say it's good. Bad for me, you say it's bad, negative. That's how you label things. And then you will experience something uncomfortable, make it uncomfortable. Oh, must be bad, negative. This is like quick conclusion without knowing the nature of life. So first is you connecting with the source energy, the big picture. That is the important aspect of wisdom. So not judging the relative energy. Yeah. So then you bring the source energy into your body, into your relative energy. Your energy is conditioned. That's mean relative. Yeah. What I've experienced individually, we're experiencing comfortable, uncomfortable. So we start shifting the label from good and bad to comfortable, uncomfortable. Comfortable or uncomfortable. That's the sensation you're feeling. That's it's real in the body. But the mind quickly comes to conclusion. When we're feeling discomfort, we label it bad.
Yep.
Is that true in life?
Yeah,
Yep.
It is.
It's not true, my dear. It's like something good often is uncomfortable, my dear.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's true. You got to work for stuff.
So it's like
But it's easier. It's easier to just
judge.
and walk away.
Yeah, exactly. So then the second aspect is you bring this life-giving energy, in a sense, neutral, beyond the label of good and bad, right, wrong, negative or positive even. You bring that energy into your body, into your heart, into your cell, into your energy system. So what happened over the time, this energy system becomes stronger. Yeah. What happened is you become empowered enough, less reactive to external interference, influence of whatever energy around you. You become more centered, grounded, not severely victimized by others. So in that same process, you gradually letting go of the label of positive, negative. Make sense?
Yeah.
If you're not powerful enough, you're going to continue to label something as good and bad, right, wrong. No question about it.
Yeah, you definitely. This is something that needs to be learned and practiced.
Yeah.
It's like,
This is. I mean, I'm like almost 60, and by the time this is ingrained into my brain, it will take practice to get that out.
Yeah. So then it's the same process. It's like, okay, I'm transforming my limited pattern of energy conditioned by life from the past. Life is complex, but I can access my body through this practice. I can access my energy. I can transform in the energy pattern by doing it. So once you experience that and realizing, oh, I can transform in the energy around me in the same way. I can giving a positive thing. Now that's the label of positive. Yeah. It's more like, let's say, more beneficial influence
Okay.
to the energy around you.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of concerning with, I have to protect from something you labeled as bad, as negative. For someone else, can be complete different experience, actually. That's the truth.
Well, Well, people are different. But do you think it's easier to do this like out in nature? I mean, do you think that nature gives off more energy than like in a high-rise building?
Yes and no. So because, on one hand, unfortunately, most of us have a limited access to nature environment, especially when you live in the city.
Yeah.
So you have to do the practice in the city, at home. And if you have access to the nature, at the same time, you can feel, on one hand, you feel like, feel more open, more relaxed in the nature environment, and less stressful and so on. And you feel that benefit by doing the practice, connecting with the invisible energy, so on. But on the other hand, that energy is not necessarily stable with you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're practicing in a room, your energy not only changing inside of you, but the energy of the room changing. Then this has this accumulative result. Make sense? When you're casting us out, when you're doing it, you feel good. But after you leave, that energy dissipates.
Yep.
Hopefully
But
that.
now in Qi though, like you're kind of manipulating like when they learn like Tai Chi, and you can throw the energy balls. So like you can create that energy ball. Now you can create that energy ball and infuse it in yourself too, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the process. It's not like some superpower reserved by masters, grandmasters. It's like it's very simple. Like if right now let's do experientially, try that. Putting your hands, like this. Yeah,
Notice.
comfortably. Yeah, and then just kind of almost like as if you're pushing towards each other slowly. Then open softly. As slow as you can. And some of us start feeling
Oh yeah, I feel it right away.
sensation, warm sensation, or cold sensation. Yeah. Then playfully, if you're comfortable, gently close your eye, imagining, visualizing this ball of light between your hands, expanding out when you open your hand. Then gathering this ball of light, become condensing, stronger, brighter between your hands. You're imagining it. Use your mind power to imagine, to visualize. Then opening this bright light, expanding, become bigger, even expanding around you. Then gathering from the universe to this room between your hands, condensing. Now relax, noticing. You may feel more subtle sensation, feeling of energy. Now slowly move your hand towards your brain, simply. Facing towards your brain. Let's do the chest, facing to your chest. Comfortable way. Now imagine the same ball of light from the center of your chest, expanding out while you're moving the arms outwardly, gently. Now gathering the ball of light, then condensing deeper into your chest. Now opening this ball of light, expanding to all directions, even expanding beyond this room. Now gathering from all directions to this room, gathering to your chest, to your heart. Opening again, slowly, expanding. And gathering, nourishing. Now slowly placing hands on top of your chest, just simply noticing inwardly all the sensation, feeling inside of you, inside of your chest, even your entire body. Whenever you're ready, gently open your hands, softly open your eyes. So how you feel? If you want to share.
Very, very comfortable. I feel very comfortable. Very mellow.
Yeah.
A little
Feel,
buzzy. Little
so you
buzzy.
feel more relaxed, more mellow, more calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other sensation feeling?
Little buzzing.
Buzzing feeling.
Yeah.
What about you, Mom?
My hands are still vibrating. I'm also a Reiki master, so I know a little bit about
No
energy.
question about, right, yeah.
Yeah. But what I loved is that when you were bringing the energy in, it was almost like allowing the energy to breathe with your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling emerging into your breath. You're not just
Yeah.
breathing, but you're emerging with energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So this is really the most simple practice we do.
Yeah.
It's kind of playful, but if you concentrate for a long time, you're going to feel stronger, even feeling the heart just warming up, energized, feel a deep sense of joy, loving kindness, and deep sense of connection with the subtle energy all around you. So that is the most simple practice. So other movement can be more just the expansion of the same energy principle, is continuously opening from within, then connecting with the universal energy, bring the energy inside of us. So sometimes we do the certain kind of rotation movement, and to open the energy from within, then gather energy from in front of you, at the same time releasing the tension from the shoulder, from the upper back, neck area, from the spine. You start feel very strong energetic sensation inside of you. So it's a practice allow you to receiving more energy, embody more energy, but also changing the old pattern. So old pattern, there's this reason, there's all different reason behind it. But beyond the reason, energetically inside of you is either contracted or open.
Yeah.
When it's contracted, life is compromised. When it's open, flowing, life returning back. As simple as that. Often the wisdom is simple. The truth is always simple. But we dismiss it. We're looking for something complex, So especially nowadays, we have so much knowledge, tons of knowledge. Everybody become like encyclopedia. If not, Google finding everything there.
Dr.
That's
Google.
all okay. It's information, but healing transformation is a different thing. It's a practice. It's an experience.
All right. So Ashley says, I'm 7 months pregnant. Can I pass energy to my unborn child? Can I practice it also with my 4-year-old?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the beauty of Qigong. Not only, applicable, anyone can do it from any kind of health issue, diagnosed or whatnot, any kind of ages, any kind of even disability, you still can do it. And also, for pregnant woman, mom, you still can do it. So you can modify this movement to the degree still moving comfortable. For example, if you're bending the spine down, you don't want to go any further if you have big stomach. It's natural, right? It's like, now it's like, I have a big belly, therefore I'm not moving my upper part of the body anymore. That's the problem of most people. It's like you moving part of the body can be moved, need to moved. One of the most important epidemic of life right now, besides the connection of mind body, is like disconnected. We're so disconnected, as I mentioned. The second epidemic is lack of movement. We're sitting in the computer day and night. We drive in the car, wherever we go. Even now, we're stuck in the room, stuck at our home, and but we're still not moving.
Yeah.
And eating.
Eating. It's still not moving. Eating instead of moving, you're eating. So and that is a big problem.
It really is.
You have a YouTube channel, and now Ashley, you can go there onto his YouTube. My mouth is not working. YouTube channel, and he does a daily. You have a daily thing that you do every day. You also have different things. Go back and check it out. And if I remember correctly, because Very good. Co-host forgot to write down the Facebook, the YouTube account.
Did I
But
put them
it's
in the
just check.
comment?
No, we forgot that one. Just look. Let's see.
Yeah,
The
with the
Qigong.
meeting
We
Qigong.
have
Oh,
ancient.
yeah,
Yeah.
We have
on this website.
ancienthealingsecrets.com. That's the website.
I will put the links at the
Facebook.
end of the show. I will put them all into the the comment sections of the show, so that you'll have them.
For Ashley, I want to give you another suggestion. I'm excited for the second baby coming. And so you can do the Qi we just did, connecting with your belly, connecting with the baby inside. You can talk with the baby, you can smile with the baby, you can bless in the baby, you can share the love, the excitement, for him or her to come to your life. And that is so good for the baby.
Yeah.
That could be the best gift you can give to the baby besides, carry him or her.
Right. Honest to God, it is a night and day. All right, because this
Exactly.
is what happened to me. I just my little shiny ball off in the distance. My first pregnancy, I was a nervous wreck through the whole thing. She came out screaming. She still is screaming to this day. My second one, I was very calm and peaceful and a lot, more grounded, more centered. She was the quietest thing. I would have to actually physically go in there and make sure she was okay. Are you still breathing? Because she was so quiet. She would play with herself gently, kindly. She was so calm, so different. Just how you are, how you act, and what you do. So, yeah, it would be hugely beneficial to the baby.
Yeah, it's amazing. Every kid's the whole process of pregnancy, birth is so different, and they're growing up so differently. They're all going to be such a blessing and a challenge at the same time. So, good luck. I'm a father of 2 kids, and so 8 and 13. I'm super excited for you.
Ooh.
That's awesome. That's awesome. She did have another comment up here earlier that was actually a good one too. She said, I feel you really have to spend time training yourself and being aware of your reaction instincts to start this journey of energy.
Yes and no. Depends on, your goal, what you want to accomplish. So ultimately, it's like, whatever you put into this practice as a way of loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and empowering yourself, improving yourself, going to contribute into your well-being. Yeah, no question about it. So it's like, the result or progress is really depends on, the two things, quantity, quality in life. You have to have certain quantity to begin with. Then also depend on the quality of your practice, how you're engaging with the practice. So more we trust in, more we open, or more we believe something, then more effective become for you. But then the ongoing practice continuously increasing your confidence, increasing your belief, so to speak. So over the time, you enjoy the cumulative benefit of the process. So consistency is more important than anything else. So you can start in now, say, okay, if I'm starting 15 minutes a day, then you're receiving, the benefit proportional to 50 minutes a day. Then over the time, you have a cumulative result. Over the time, when you're improving your quality of practice, then that 15 minutes you do 1 year later will be much effective than the 15 minutes you do right now. So it works like that. So if you start in, say, I'm going to do 30 minutes, then you're giving more investment for your health, for your well-being, even for your spiritual growth. Then, the result is, in a sense, proportional to that in consideration of your quality as well. So some of us, our students, when they have a more challenging condition, they make a commitment from the beginning, starting 1 hour practice every day. Even some of them starting 2 hour practice. You can search in 2 story of total recovery. One is from Parkinson condition, another is from all kind of disease, erroneous diagnosis, and took them about 2.5 years. And one is man, one is woman, but they start practice 2 hours a day, every day. And that's their commitment. So, but anything you're putting into that is the most powerful investment, beneficial investment for your life.
Exactly. Ashley says, I do find myself sitting with my belly or holding my 4-year-old and trying to pass love energy to them. So this is reaffirming. Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoy that so much. That's the best thing in my life. When my little ones young, I'm just holding them. I grab them. I want them
Yeah.
until they have to, have a milk.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing you can enjoy life, actually. Yeah.
Jojo in the chat room says, will this help with meditation?
Yeah, truly. So, any kind of meditation technique is good for you. And the uniqueness of Qigong is we incorporating, 3 kind of meditation. One is moving meditation, sound meditation, and visualization meditation, then also awareness meditation. So when you combine all that, then these different aspects of self able to align much more effectively. So the physical, the emotional, the mental, spiritual, the energetic start to aligning more effectively, then naturally enhancing whatever practice you do. So the movement, like the meditation enhancing the movement, then the movement enhancing the sitting meditation practice. And that's how that works. So we're incorporating all these different techniques as into one routine. Sometimes the sound as a separate meditation, but a lot of time, at least 2 different techniques into one routine. So deeply, it's about deeper awareness, deeper connection, and also about deeper
that's everything.
Embodiment. Yeah, embodiment. So sometimes depends on different technique of meditation. Sometimes certain meditation focus on just the mental only, then can often missing the body and missing the energetic. But a lot of meditation also emphasize the body as well, such as mindfulness meditation. When the Buddha was asked among all the thousands of different practices you have told us, what's the best practice if you had to choose one? He said, mindfulness of your body.
And a lot of people, and myself included, we put our bodies last.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yep. Including myself. I lived a life without the connection with my body for 30 some years until I discovered Qigong. Oops, I have a body.
And you can be healthy and it can be happy, right?
Yeah.
So when you did discover this, tell us about that hospital in China.
Yeah, that's hard to describe, Gina. It's like I was very fortunate, and when I was in graduate school, I had a lot of free time, especially summertime. So I spent at least 1 month at a time for 3 summers in the Medicine Qigong Hospital, and really practice with, at the time, 5,000 people practicing together. So most time in large group, then few sessions during the day in a small group, and actually, but also a lot of teaching, about different informations, how to not only improving the practice, how to connecting your energy, how to recognize, what is true health, true nature of ourselves. And so it's like from the morning, 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock the evening. And even when we are eating, we're just continuously meditating. And so it's really unusual way of working with energy, being with ourselves, being with each other, being this dedicated community. And totally, it's like so life transforming. And I didn't realize in the degree of transformation until a year later when I look back. Oh my God. Actually lately I'm reading my notes, some of the journal I had from that period of time, 20 some years ago. Was like, oh my God. I was like, wow, I love that. I
Yeah,
had this,
it's like when
It's like
when you're watching your child grow, you
yeah,
don't see this change quickly because you see them
yeah,
day to day. But
exactly.
somebody
Living
who
with
doesn't
that.
see them day to day, it's like so when
Yeah.
you go back to those notes from 20 some odd years ago, you're watching yourself grow. You're just like from then to holy ha.
Yeah, yeah. Often I say, 30 years ago, that Mingtong, looking at this Mingtong right now, it's like, hey, you're nuts. Now, look back at that Mingtong, like, you're nuts. But it's still on the same Mingtong.
that's awesome. Well,
Amazing part.
yeah, we all do that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like our hairstyles. What were we thinking of? I just got my hair short. What was I thinking? It's like you don't know.
yeah.
But you do have to make that choice to put yourself first, and then. So, what is like the best thing for a beginner, and what do you offer for beginners? In this?
Yeah, the beginning, actually, yeah, for this audience, we're sharing free resources, including the ebook, some practice video available included, and that is a guided practice of gentle movement and sound practice, and also incorporating the meditation into the routine. So that's available for all of us. You can find out through the website, ancienthealingsecrets.com. And so for any beginning students, you can, experience that first using that guided video as long as you want. Then if you're ready, say, I'm going to learn more about the entire form of the movement, then different resources, especially online courses available. Then say some of us, I want to really go deeper into emotional healing. Then you can learn the sound healing, 3 sound for each organ, totally 15 sound, and learn how to make the vibration, feeling, connecting the energy of your organ, but also accessing your emotional dimension, subconscious realm. And this is a different language. The language of a heart is very different from the language of your mind. So we have to learn this new language, so to speak, new way of communicating with yourself, with your body, in also, navigating life in general. So that's all available. We have tons of courses, supporting materials, and a network of teachers and the staff members available to support you, especially responding to pandemic. We have more and more online program available for all of us globally. Yeah.
And that's the chicenter.com. So that's the actual address, the Chi Center 40 Camino Vista Clara, Atlantic, Mexico, 87540. There's a phone number up here, 505-509-5582. And that's the Chi Center, www.chicenter.com. So you can find out a lot about that there in all the retreats and everything else that they offer. But now everything is online because of the COVID virus. And now this is so crucial at this time
Yes.
because you say, like, doing this practice, you get yourself in this mindful wisdom healing state, you can actually keep the virus away from you.
Strengthening everything, all system, internal energy determining your immune system function, hormone system function, respiratory system function, nerve system function, brain function, you name it, everything. And including your experience of emotion, basically when the energy is centered, stable, and experiencing more, less wobbling, in life. It's like the storming is happening around you, but you can remain relatively centered, calm, and empowered, even confident, resilient, moving through the storm. And naturally you're able to help more people around you. You feel wobbly, off center, weak, hopeless victim, no matter how much you want to help other people, you still not truly cannot realize, with that wish, often feel more stressed.
Yeah, very true.
That's so debilitating. Mama, you want to ask a question?
Yeah. How does wisdom healing Qigong enhance emotional well-being, dealing with the challenges of fear, anxiety, and trauma?
Yeah. I think I touched on that already. The main practice is sound healing, allow you
Okay.
to access the energy of your 5 organ system. So basically, when the energy of the heart contract, we're experiencing lack of happiness, even depression. Yeah. And often, whatever unresolved issue in our relationship, leaving this mark on our heart, the energies remain contracted. So the sound is like shaking the energy, wakening the energy. Then the energy opens up again. It's like breaking the heart open again to more capacity of love and joy. And that's is the example of the heart. Then you go to the kidney energy system. When the energy is flowing up, we're experiencing fear. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what is happening in the past. This fear for pattern is conditioned in your body. So when you're making the sound, like very strong sound like this, you start to feel warmness in your low back, in your kidney areas. You start to feel the power coming back. But what's really happening is the flowing energy associating with the fear now is unfreezing, now is warming up, now is flowing again. So that pattern starts to change to a more beneficial pattern for your health, for your life. So you start to feel less fearful naturally.
Yeah.
Reacting to life with less fear. We feel less need of protection. Be cautious is important, but we need to transform from fearfulness to carefulness. That's completely different, very different. You want to be careful. That's different from fearful. Yeah, right. The fearful, the energy contract. Careful, you're alert, but the energy is still moving. So that's the energetic understanding, very direct, very direct. So then you can continue to eye other organs, including also addressing the emotion of worry in the digestive system, the emotion of anger, especially suppressed anger in your liver immune system, and also the emotion of sadness. We're experiencing so much now. If that is become chronic, then eventually become depression. So allow that feeling of sadness, but allow the energy to move. That's the key. So by doing that, you're transforming the emotion of sadness, a sense of compassion. The energy is still moving. You're still able to connect with life, connecting with others. Even you start feel more opening of heart, more compassion towards life, towards others, towards yourself. So that's how addressing the deeper emotional healing. And it doesn't matter, the emotional stress, emotional pattern is caused by a cumulative pattern or trauma or by unresolved relationship. Really, it doesn't matter. You can adjust now by touch with the energy pattern inside of you, by doing these practice, changing the pattern. So that's the beauty of it.
Well, you make it sound, it's just such common sense.
Exactly.
Like, why don't we think of this, just by ourselves? But we don't.
Why not? Because we have been living in the head.
Yeah. And that's the thing, we hold we hold things so tightly, like we hold on to anger, we hold on to sadness, instead of, like you said, letting it go. We have to
go into the body,
accept it and let it go into it and feel it.
Exactly. And also you can learn the lesson from this emotion. When you allow yourself feel this emotion in the process of transforming them, new insight naturally arise. Including it's like when you're transforming, anger, you start to feel a sense of courage. Now I'm ready to do something. Now I'm ready to change something.
Yeah.
So Dave says innocence equals inner peace equals oneness with everything.
You're pointing out one of the greatest secret from the Taoist tradition. The secret to longevity is the same secret to health and healing, is to be childlike.
Yep.
Right.
Be childlike.
Yeah.
When you practice long enough, you couldn't help become childlike. I have to laugh, I have to move, I have to dance, I have to like
those emotions
awakening, opening, become its natural intelligence.
Yeah. And everybody's done that at some point. You just get like that overwhelming giddy that something happens, or if you have finally you get to meditate and you finally feel that inner peace that you've been looking for, that you've been practicing, because again, meditation takes practice, all this takes practice, but you finally get it and then you get giddy. And you can't help it, but it's like a release of energy.
Yeah. I'm like become so much more playful, giddy than my kids actually. They are close to teenagers. I think when that comes, they will say, I don't know what to tell their, friends about their dad. Why your dad's so crazy, so wild, so giddy.
Right. So let me ask you this, or Mama, do you want to ask about the?
Yeah. What are the 3 A's in the practice?
Yeah, the 3A is a new choice we can make, like a process, a framework. First A means acceptance. It's internally accepting how you're feeling right now. The sensation, the feeling, the energy condition inside of your body, including stress, including pain, including comfortable, uncomfortable sensation. So it's a shift from mentally lost in your story, in the news, in the analysis, mentally lost in the engagement of what's externally someone else, something else, coming back to your body. And also it's a shift from fight, flight to deeper acceptance.
Yeah.
So that's acceptance. That's the key. That's the most important piece. Then also allow you to connect with your body more deeply with a sense of loving kindness, sense of compassion. No matter how hard it is in the body, how painful it is, if you carry the intention, that is your own body, I'm here to love, to accept my body, then suddenly the connection with the deeper dimension of your body start happening. So that's the first A. The second A is activation. That means proactively changing the energy pattern, proactively awakening energy, opening energy, proactively connecting with the universal energy, the energy of life around you. So that's to do a deeper change. And then the third A is appreciation. But in this case, it's internal appreciation. It's a little bit different than, we all know the power of gratitude, but often we practice gratitude towards something else, someone else. In this case, it's practicing gratitude to yourself. Oh, gratitude to my brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
No one have recognized you should appreciate your brain, my dear, until you lose it. Oh my God, what's wrong with my brain?
Yeah.
Often that is very late, very late in the game. If you keep appreciating your brain, your heart, your 5 organ system, appreciating your whole body, also appreciating the new choice you're making, taking care of yourself more kindly, more lovingly, more effectively. It's all about appreciating yourself first. Then from there, now I can appreciate more what I have around me, relationship, loved one, so on. But if you're not connected internally, you cannot connect with others effectively. If you cannot loving yourself internally, you cannot truly loving other people. Truly, truly. You can fake it, of course.
Yep.
We fake all the time, my dear.
Many do.
Yeah,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
love feels different. You have to be embodied love, authentic love.
Yeah.
So same way, appreciation. If you cannot appreciate yourself, what else can you appreciate?
Yeah. It's like I always say to people when they say, "Oh my God, I have to do this. I have to be this for my children. I have to be this for my, my husband." But if you're not your true self, if you're not doing for yourself, how can you be there for others? Whether
Absolutely.
your children, your husband, whatever, you have to, like you say, you have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself before you can be there and support others.
Absolutely.
Ashley
Yeah.
says you can't
Like
pour
Ashley
from
says, an empty
Yep.
cup. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so now you just did the 3 A's quickly because we were like almost out of time already.
Yeah,
What
we
are
got
the
3 minutes left.
What are the 3 keys?
3 key. 3 key. So many way different way of saying it. It's really one is the teaching. The teaching is guiding you, to upgrade your mental paradigm, looking at life in the big picture instead of feel stuck in your own mental box. And the second is consistent practice.
90
Practice.
seconds.
And the third key is connecting with the community. So not just like doing everything, you're taking care of yourself, but you're doing these practice, this experience you're sharing with the community, connecting with the community. Not thinking you have to do everything yourself. Okay, feeling the connection of the community, support of the community. So we call the chi field is tap into the chi field beyond just the group, but the energy presence from accumulative wisdom of many generations before us, from all the collective practice globally, and you bring that energy into your home. So more you interacting with this healing community, then more you're feeling this support, feeling this connection, feeling this empowerment. So that means you tap into a collective energy bank beyond your own personal energy.
Yeah.
And by doing that, one of the outcome is you can gradually releasing the label of good and bad, positive, negative, because you suddenly start feel connection with life in a very life affirming, life healing way. So you're not concerned with judgment anymore. You have less need of protection, less need of judgment.
Yeah.
So this connection, when we not feel connection, then we feel need protection. And this automatic habit of judgment start to arise. Yeah. And again, the first victim is ourselves when we do that.
Yeah,
That's
very
so
true.
true. That is so true. Well, we are out of time. I wish you could have been on here for the whole 2 hours because this is just so fascinating. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, sharing your wisdom and what you do, especially in this time of everyone. This is just such a big need in the community right now. I do hope that people will reach out to you. You are doing all these things online. So there's beginners, like you said, at that put up that banner again, where you can get. There it is. The ancient healing secrets.com. They have some free stuff for you there, get you in the groove, some meditations, so you can see. You can do that as often as you like, he said. And then when you're ready to continue, then you can look up the Chi Center and maybe perhaps take some courses and some classes. And hopefully the world will open back up again. And then people can actually come to you next year and do the retreats and all. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, love to invite both of you or any participant feel the call, join us in person when the times arise. And I'm so thankful to both of you
Thank you.
for putting so much
It was our
heart,
pleasure.
so much passion, so much energy into this, not just this interview, but it's so much into this interview. So I'm really appreciate, really grateful. Thank you so much. And for all the work you're continuously doing for yourself, for the world. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, good night, everybody. We'll see you all next week at regular time from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Bye for now. Okay. Let me end this.